Likutei Halachos. Today we start Hilchos Nesias Kapayim, the halacha of the duchen, the benching of the Kohanim, halacha Daled. And this is based on the Torah Choisam to Choisam, which is Siman 22. Torah 22. We spoke about this Torah quite a few times. We will go through the Kitzur Likutei Maran just to get the gist of the Torah again. Yesh tzadikim, there are such tzadikim that are called Limudei Hashem. In other words, that they teach HaKadosh Baruch Hu, they give him eitzes, they give him advice, and they go with the shlichus of HaKadosh Baruch Hu to Am Yisrael to admonish them and bring them back to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That's what they call raglim, they're called feet, because of the eitzah. So kol am asher raglecha, all the people who are at your feet, means those who abide by your advice. Those that go after your advice, the walking. The Kodesh Baruch Hu makes a decree. Gives his verdict in the world. And the din, obviously the verdict has to be din Torah. That's the din. And since Kivyochel, they are Limudei Hashem, these tzaddikim are Limudei Hashem. So Kodesh Baruch Hu, consults with them and tells them what's the din Torah that was decreed upon the generation. So what they do is these tzaddikim, they cover up the din Torah and they seal it. It's called Ma'al Chosim, sealed fountain. Close it off. Why? So the Chitzonium, the powers of defilement, won't feed off from this din, and chas v'chala, it will turn into din achzari. When there's judgment, and suddenly all the git and the shomalach, they get involved in it, it becomes worse and worse and worse. So they seal it. And when they find out, the tzaddikim themselves, when they find the din, they go to generations and they admonish them, so they'll do tshuva to sweeten the din. And even when they admonish, they're very careful to seal and so that the chitzonim won't chas v'chalila won't take from it. And this is what they're called choisam. This is another. So once they seal, when the verdict comes out, they seal it once. And when they speak to the people to admonish them, they're very careful to seal the real reason behind it also. So it's called choisam and another choisam, a choisam within a choisam. And this is also the choisam. And this is there's a choisam ayodim, there's the choisam of the hands, there's the choisam chitzoni, and there's a choisam apnimi, there's the inner choisam, which is called choisam aragim, it's the seal of the legs. Now, and these Limudei Hashem, these admonishers of the generation, their effect on the world is that they bring peace and serenity to the world. Because, let's say, a teacher goes to a class, and there's all kinds of misbehaving in the class, and the relationship in the class is, if the teacher is able to admonish the students in such a productive way that makes them listen to him and agree to behave, what's the effect on the class? Becomes peaceful, right? So these B'chichadot, their effect on judgment is that they bring peace. And it says, and as it says, "V'chol banaich limudei Hashem," that Talmidei Chacham marbim shalom ba'olam. You know that it says that this is the Indian, because their job is to go in between and to mediate and to make peace between Am Yisrael and the Kodesh Baruch Hu. This is there. There's no way to receive admonishment and Musa from these true admonishers except through Emunah. Emunah is the hands. To accept the Musa through the hands. This is Chosam L'malam Chosam. This is a Chosam which is above the Chosam. This is the Chosam Hayadim. This is the seal of the hands. The outer Chosam. Now it's very, very important that Chosam of the Yadin should not be damaged. That the Emunah does not get damaged. Because if Chas v'Chalila the Emunah gets damaged, the Chosam Hayadim gets damaged, then the Chosam Apnimi can also get damaged. And Chas v'Chalila, the peace in the world can get damaged. It comes through the Kilkul Emunah Chas v'Chalila. Then they come into heresies and all kinds of Leitzonos, and they don't hear any Musa. And through this corruption of the admonishment and the Musa, that brings about all kinds of exiles and migrations, and there's machlokes in the world, the opposite of peace. So see, the main thing is Emunah. The main thing is the Chosam Elyon Shel Kedusha, the supernal seal of Kedusha. This is the totality of Kedusha. Then a person will listen. If a person has Emunah, he will listen. He will accept, Musa, and he will come to Kodesh Baruch Hu, back to Kodesh Baruch Hu. So he says the Kedusha, the entire Kedusha is kept, is guarded through the Emunah. Now, Rabbeinu says, as far as it is not possible to achieve full, total, complete Emunah, except by coming to the true Tzadikei Ador, the true righteous of the generation. Because the right Emunah, what to believe and what not to believe in, they are the ones who bring to the door. Because they are the klalius, they combine, they are a representation of all the Manhigei Ador, all the leaders of generation. And the Emunah and the Kedusha. And the main tzaddik is B'chinas Moshe. That's why Moshe Rabbeinu is called Raya Behemno. It means a faithful shepherd. A believable shepherd. A shepherd you can believe in. Because he is the one who shepherds the Emunah. He is the shepherd of the Emunah to fix the Emunah, to complete the Emunah. And he is one of the seven shepherds which exist in all generations. And it's not possible to come to these shepherds and to come to the Kedusha except when you have within you azus, boldness. You have to have a certain aspect of boldness. It is Chazal says, "Ve'az kenoma, be bold as a leopard." As he said, you have led, with your boldness to the Beis Hamikdash, because the other shepherds, which are Ramish Sitre Acha, they are also mefusam. They are called the people that say that tzaddikim, the rebbes, that this, that, and they force. No, that's what Rabbeinu says. That's what Rabbeinu says. Some of them not. It doesn't mean that all the Fusamim are bad. But I'm saying there is such a thing. Rabbeinu spoke very harshly about these things. Rabbeinu said there was a Mefusam in his generation that it considered by Am Yisrael, like Kodesh Kodesh, on the previous ones, they say Rabbeinu said he is the leader and the head of 1,000 neshamas, which means it can be many more people that will not get up in the resurrection. It's amazing. And the Toldos says in the Sefer that there are, and this is the time of the Baal Shem Tov. In other words, it's right after the Baal Shem Tov. He said that there are people who wear talesim on Shabbos by night, which is the Rebbes, some Rebbes in his generation. He says that they are the source of power of Sitracha. Right after the Baal Shem Tov. It's also, and they force people to remain under them, and their main koyach is through boldness. You go against me, I'll show you. As Al Capone, the famous McPherson, used to say, you start with me, I started with him.
Rabbeinu didn't say, obviously, he didn't say who these people were.
Some people he said, some people he didn't say. No, it's not negiah to us. Boldness is a malchus without a crown. It's malchus, it's authority, but it's without a crown. In other words, it's not legitimate.
For people that lead other people with
just by the strength of their personality, not because they're supposed to be the lawful manhigim. So it's called malchus, but it has no crown. It has no legitimacy. They usurp the upstarts, as they say. Then kichlovim b'azus, they are like dogs in their boldness. Dog barks. What do you bark? Barks. Well, the face of the generation is like the face of a dog. The klavim who are of bold nefesh, they are shepherds. So that's why it is not possible to extricate oneself from under their memshala, except if you have stern boldness of your own to withstand vis-a-vis their own boldness, and that you should be as resolute as they are and as blunt as they are. That's why it is not possible to stand in front of all those that are barring your way to the Kedusha, and all of them saying they come to the emes except through the Azus, the Kedusha. We'll stop here, and B'ezrat Hashem will continue. It is